Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moos Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, please give us a thumbie. They are free and there are quite a few of you newbies, so welcome. Hi. And it is Friday when you are seeing this, and here at Manfa's Makes on a Friday, Mike and I jump on camera and show you all the crochet makes and shenanigans we have been up to in the past week. Now, the general theme is I always have a little bit more than Mike to show, so I run through all of mine as quick as I can with minimal waffling sometimes, and then Mike will show you his at the very end. So, what have we been up to this week? Well, quite a bit for me.
Not for me.
The first thing I'm going to show you is my Luck of the Draw 7. What is Luck of the Draw 7? It is the brainchild of Nancy from Nan's Next Knots. If you're not familiar, I will link her channel down in the description box. She has done this 7 times and it is just a wonderful concept, which quite frankly, I wish I had had the idea for. It is that brilliant. Mike and I both did it last time, but this time it is just me, and I decided to switch it up a little bit. I am making a blanket. There is an official Luck of the Draw blanket, but that is not the blanket I made this time. But you can put this concept to any project that you like. It does not have to be a blanket at all. All you need to do is you need to pick a main colour. You then need to pick 8 other colours. My brain function is really bad today, guys. Bear with. But then, once you've picked your main and your 8, you don't have to worry about what colour order to put it in. Nan does it for you. Visit her channel every Thursday. She will pick a number out of her lucky green hat. That's the yarn that you've assigned to that number that's going to go into your project. Now, there has been everything from amigurumi snakes to curtains to wraps to blankets to shawls to bags, cushions, you name it. People have done it, and they have just followed Nan's order of colour numbers that they have picked, and it is just wonderful. No stress, no fuss. Nan does it all. You just got to put it into whatever project you do, and once a week it is just for most of us, because like I said, all the stress has been taken away from it. Now, this time around, I decided to do what I am calling my ugly experiment blanket. And every time I say that, I get people down in the comments saying, it's not ugly, stop calling it ugly. Well, to me, it is a little bit ugly because I picked out 8 yarns that I had 1 skeins of in my stash that were either variegated or self-striping, didn't know what to do with them. So I've chucked them all together, basically. Or Nan's chucked them all together in the order that she's picked. I wouldn't normally put lots of different variegateds in one project, hence that's where the ugly comes from. But it's cheerful, it's bright, and actually it's going to go to Rolo, so he's not going to care what it looks like. And it uses up some of the stash that I have no use for at the moment, and it doesn't go to waste.
And for those of you who don't know who Rolo is our pet dog.
It is indeed.
And you would be able to see him if you go back to one of Manfa's first ever videos.
Yeah, because I took him for a walk and you didn't even see my face.
Nope.
Oh, those were the days, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so for this blanket, I am doing 1 row of half double crochet, 1 row of half double crochet in the 3rd loop, 1 row of half double, 1 row of half double in the 3rd loop. And I am going to be showing you the wrong way because that is what Manfa is like. She is not professional at all. So this week's colour is this one. Now it is supposed to be like the bloom yarn where there's colour and the green and pink make little blooms, but it works up better with knit because the stitches are smaller. I might have got a better representation of that if I use single crochets, but because of the stitch pattern I picked for this blanket, it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, and depending on what part of the blanket you look at, depends on what you get, because see, over here it's just grey. It's just how the yarn fell, and like I said, Rolo the dog is not going to mind what this blanket looks like, but I am having fun, and it is giving me once a week of ness with my crochet. And if you're not familiar with half double crochet in the 3rd loop, it gives these raised stitches that look a little bit like knit, but it's not, guys. It's all crochet. I guarantee you it is all crochet. And that was week 17. I don't actually know. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think it is
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, that was 18.
Nearly done.
Yeah, so Nan would have drawn week 19 yesterday, so I'm going to have to go and check that out to find what number it is, because we do not reveal what number was picked, because you need to go to Nan to find out. You've got to give her the footfall on her channel. It is her idea after all.
Indeed.
So next week I will show you week 19, and then the week after I will show you the final week, because it runs for 20 weeks, guys, and that is it. So this is 2 weeks away from completion, and then I'm going to have to find another mindless crochet project, but that's fine. And hopefully at some point later in the year Nan might come back and do Luck of the Draw 8, fingers crossed. So yes, you put your main colour, you put the Nan's colour in, main, Nan's pick, main, and you do that all the way through until you've got your 20 weeks worth in. And it is a great stash buster. It is a nice scrappy project, but it doesn't have to be scrappy. You could pick, like for Nan example this time, she's picking a latte theme, all coffee colours, all browns and creams and beiges and tans, all the variations of coffee you can find. So actually her blanket is just a myriad of different brown tones. So you can make it as bougie and coordinated as you like, or you can be totally random and out there like me. It really doesn't matter, guys. It's entirely up to you. And you literally just put in a few rows every week and then forget about it till next week. It's not a pressured project at all, and I love it, and I'm really hoping that she does do another one, because I have enjoyed them each time I've done them. I've only done 2. And I have toyed with the idea that if I have more yarns that I don't know what to do with, I might go back and do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I didn't do. 5. I did do 6. I did 6 and 7. But I might do the first 5 that I never did one day. You never know. So that was my first project. Now, the second thing that I want to show you is last week I showed you that I had started making a little itty bitty flower baby. And I said that I would hope to come on this week and show you him finished. And I did get him finished. So I have an FO. Yay! From this book, OMGrannySquare Flower Babies. But you didn't know which flower I was making, because I was yet to put on the flower. He was just a little boldy baby. Now, I decided to do the very first one of the book. And it is Sam Sunflower. Now, this one is a boy Sam, but, you know, potato. And it says, Sam Sunflower loves to be in the sun all day long. He enjoys the warm rays of sunshine on his face. With his cheerful yellow flower, Sam brings a smile to everyone's face, which is super cute. So do you want to see my Sam? And I made a little bit of a extra touch to him. Just straighten him out a little bit. He's so tiny that he's got a bit squished in my notions pouch, or my potion snouch, as I keep saying lately. Are you ready? I'll put him on a keyring. He is still so itty bitty, even with his little sunflower crown on, look. So tiny. And this was very painstaking. I'm not even going to pretend. Now, like I said, he is getting a little bit bent out of shape, but I can straighten him out later on. He looks like he's wearing a little sombrero, bless him. He's got his little leaf cape on the back. He's got his little arms punching the air. Yay, look at me, so small. And that's how I felt when I realised that I could use thread and tiny, tiny needles. And then I just popped a keyring on him. So he might go on my handbag as a reminder that no challenge is too difficult if you put your mind to it.
Or too small.
What did I say?
Too difficult.
Oh.
I was just saying.
Oh, I thought. All right. Okay. I just thought I said it wrong because my brain at the moment is just not with it.
I was trying to be funny, but
So there
clearly
you go.
went,
And I cannot find safety eyes small enough for projects like this. If you guys have any hints about where I can source them, please let me know, because safety eyes would look so much better than random little knots that I've threaded in. But up here, he looks quite mahoosive. But in reality, guys, he's not even as big as my little finger. Can you see? So yeah, there is my little Sam sunflower, and I am chuffed to pieces because it was a very, very tricky project. Now, did I leave the hook in here? I don't think I did. Oh, poo.
it's very small.
So I used thread. I don't know what size thread it is because it doesn't actually say. But it is like sewing thread, guys. It is ridiculously thin. And I do have the set of hooks in here, and I'm sure I used the yellow one. I did. Let's see if it'll focus. 1.5mm. Yes, you heard me. 1.5mm. I mean, crazy times. Crazy, crazy times. Yeah, itty bitty. But I did it. And now I know that eventually I can make all the other little beauties in there, because there are 12 of them after all. So I wonder which one I'll get around to next time. Now, I did think about doing one of these a month for Moos Flower Power CAL. But I think now that I've done one and I've proven I can do it, and I have submitted it for this month's Moos Flower Power CAL, I might try my hand at a few other little flower projects and come back to these in a couple of months, because this was intense. It's the only word I can give you for it. Intense. But massive sense of achievement for me. So, not meaning to toot my own horn, but I am well chuffed. So, there you go. There's that one. And I have another little surprise FO. Wasn't planning to do this, but had a day off on Tuesday, rarity. And as I was scrolling through my YouTube notifications, a video popped up and I thought, oh, let's check it out. Now, it was from Angela, also known as the Crazy Poppy Lady. Hang on, Angela, I'll get to you in a minute, sorry. Sam Sunflower is hashtag Moos Flower Power CAL, hosted by Crafty Moo Sarah. I can at least tell you who's running it. I will link her video down in the description box explaining what you have to do. But if you make something floral, plant, nature-based, you can enter it each month, and if you enter every single month, you can get in for a chance of a giveaway. But you can dip in and out if you're not worried about winning a prize. So, you know, that's pretty awesome. And Sarah Moo is a very, very, very good friend of mine. So if you don't know Sarah Moo either, I'll pop her down in my description box. Go check her out, because she's just a wonderful, wonderful lady. Mike's met her on video call, and he thinks that she's pretty wicked as well. Just saying.
I certainly do.
So then, back to Tuesday, video tutorial came up from Angela, Crazy Poppy Lady. She's even got a flower in her name. And she makes a lot of flowers. She makes a lot of poppies for the British Legion here in the UK for their poppy appeal. And she has made the Rosie Posy coaster, because you can have it as a coaster or you can have it how I've got it. So I'm going to get some pictures up on my phone to show you what it looks like before I've done what I've done. Now, it is the most easiest tutorial to follow. It really doesn't take very long, and after you've done one, I reckon the pattern's going to stick in your head and you're able to do a whole coaster set if you want. Very, very beautiful. I used cotton And that is what the coaster looked like before I did what I did to it and what she shows you that you can do with it. So as long as you can do single crochets, double crochets, chains and bobbles, you're good to go. But she walks you through it anyway, and Angela's tutorial is wonderful. I will link Angela, the Crazy Poppy Lady, down in my description box. I will link the tutorial for this item as well. Check it out, guys. This could be an entry into Moos Flower Power CAL as well. So she has done it for that reason. But she gathered up her coaster and actually made a little Posy. How cute and adorable is that? Absolutely adorable. I love it. And of course you could change the colours of the bobbles to have whatever colour flowers you wanted. She planned on doing these as little gifts. She was thinking of getting those wildflower seed balls that you can buy, and she was going to put one of them in, and when she gifted it, they could open it up. They've got a coaster to put their mug on, and they've got some wildflowers seeds to plant. You could also make it a smidgy bit bigger and put a Ferrero Rocher in there. Who doesn't love a Ferrero Rocher? That was one of her other ideas. You could even soak the stuffing that you put in here with essential oils, hang it in your car air freshener, even in your wardrobe. Hang it in your wardrobe with your essential oil soaked stuffing. Nice little smelly. So this is very, very versatile. I've literally just put a little bit of stuffing in mine just to make the item to showcase today. But I think it is a gorgeous, gorgeous little make. And I think whether it is as the Posy or the coaster, it is gorgeous either way. And it was just a lovely, quick little make, because I only had my luck of the draw to show you and my sunflower keyring. And I'm like, that's not enough. I need something else. Well, thank you, Angela, because you saved the day. I've got another FO. It might be a little one, but it counts. So I used cotton scraps, and I have a whole tote of them. Cotton scraps, and I, for the first time, used my new dots hooks. This is the 4mm, and I was very, very pleased with them. Now, this cotton that I particularly used this time is a bit splitty. I do not think it is the fault. Do not think it is the fault of the hook. I think it is the material I was using, because I am also using a dots hook on another project, secret project, and I am not having any issue with it whatsoever. So I do think it's the yarn that's splitty. So other than splitty yarn, these are absolutely fine and a much more affordable alternative to clovers. They are not clovers, but they are as near as they can be and might be a little bit more accessible to a few more of you. So if you're in the market for hooks, tried and tested, Manfa approved. So get your hands on some if you can, because they, in my opinion, they are well worth the money and they work absolutely fine. No issues. Thank you again, Angela, for a gorgeous little tutorial. I will link Angela and her tutorial below. Give it a go, guys. And if you don't like the little Posy, just leave them as cute little coasters. They are so, so sweet and adorable. Maybe grandmas, mums, friends, sisters, doesn't really matter. So that was awesome, and my pictures will feature on Angela's channel when she does her whips, bits and chats. Go check her out, she's fabulous. She's another UK. So me, Moo and Angela are all UK podcasters. And I just panicked thinking I picked up the wrong bag and I can't show this, but I can. In and amongst all of these bits that I'm showing you, I am testing an amigurumi pattern that I cannot show you until I have tested the pattern and got permission from the creator to show it. So there will be a mysterious amigurumi coming up soon. And then there is obviously the 3 in Glasses CAL that I'm doing with Rebecca and Amanda. I have got to row 25, but I think I'm going to have to frog the whole thing and redo it. I'll explain when that video airs. So I can't show that either because that's something completely separate. So there is a lot of crochet going on. Plus pile of the week yesterday. But some of it I just can't show you. Now, I've started another whip because because it's Manfa. And I have decided to do the beautiful friend shawl by the beautiful Ursula, OMGrannySquare. There it is. I'm not going to give anything away. Super reasonable price over on Ravelry. I will link it down below. She is a fellow crochet podcaster here on YouTube, and she has been a big supporter and friend of mine right from the beginning. So if you are in the market for a beautiful shawl pattern, maybe check this one out, guys, because very easy to follow. You can do it using one cake, and I am loving every minute of it. This has been super enjoyable. I only started it a day ago, and I'm already 3 sections in. So that is how enjoyable I am finding it. Now for this one, she recommends a 1 weight, but I've done a 2 weight, and I've gone up the hook size to hopefully match it well. So I'm going to use the Hobie Twister, which is 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. That one, and this is super soft, guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. And here are the stats. So like I said, 55% cotton, 45% acrylic, 250 grams or 8.8 ounces, 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards, 3 to 4 millimeter knitting needles, 3.5 to 4 millimeter hook, fine weight number 2. Wash up to 40 degrees Celsius. You can iron. Do not tumble. Do not bleach. You can dry clean and lay flat to dry. Designed in Denmark. Made with love in Turkey. And this is colour number 39. Because as you know, Hobie don't give them names. They've got names on the website, but on the ball bands it's just the colour. So it's colour 39. And my camera is not picking that up at all. It is not true to colour at all. Think more bright turquoises, aquaries. This is rubbish. I might even take a picture of it and put it on my community tab so you can actually see what colour I'm showing you, because that is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. The yarn isn't, my camera is. So I have got 3 sections in. Are you ready? Let me make sure I'm showing you the right way, because that will be embarrassing otherwise. Ta-da! There it is so far. I am 23 rows in. And this is going to be a hug for one of my wonderful friends. But I'm not going to tell you who, because that would spoil the surprise. So it starts off in a beautiful baby blue, and it does go out to a medium turquoisey blue, to more of a tealy blue, to more of a denim blue. But my camera's not picking it up whatsoever. But that is what I have managed to get done. And I don't know why that point is curling. It is pointy, see? So it's going to be a lovely triangular shawl. And you do have the options to put tiny little beads in row 40. Yeah, Manfa's not going to do that. I appreciate those that do have the time and patience. But it's just going to be a beautiful shawl without the beads. And I'm sure the person receiving it is going to love it, beads or no beads. And it does say in the pattern optional, so I'm opting not to. But check out OMGrannySquare, also known as Ursula. Like I said, I'll link her channel in the description box. I will link the pattern. It is a paid for pattern, which you can get on her Ravelry shop. But if you're in the market for a lovely shawl pattern, then I highly recommend, because so far it's an absolute breeze. And I believe that is all I've got to share. So before we get to Mike, hashtag LOTD7, hashtag Moos Flower Power CAL, hashtag, what's my other hashtag? I don't know.
Shop my stash.
Yeah, shop my stash, because this is stash. The cotton was stash. Luck of the drawers all stash. Thread don't really count because that was a recent purchase, but I needed to buy it to have it as stash, so that's a bit of an iffy one. But yeah, lots going on, and secret testing patterns and secret crochet alongs, which you will find out about on another day. But over to you, Mike.
So for those of you who don't know, I am doing a shawl also. I am also doing an amigurumi, but I haven't done any recently, so I have not got anything to show.
Yeah.
The pattern I'm doing is a paid for pattern by Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda.
Yeah.
We'll link her name and channel name in the description below.
And the email address.
The email address for where you can get the pattern, because oh my god guys, it is the best pattern I have ever done. And I haven't done many because I haven't been doing it that long, but it's the best one I've done.
It is a very enjoyable pattern.
It is very enjoyable. It is what Manfa calls mindless crochet at the moment. I haven't got to the end yet, but
you're very close going to be
I am
on the
very
lacy
close
edge.
to the lacy edge, I reckon.
It is super beginner friendly, guys, as well, so don't be put off.
I reckon 4 more rows, maybe 3.
Let Manfa see. 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay. Anyway, really beginner friendly.
Yeah.
Super affordable.
Yeah. How much is it?
$4.50.
What?
Yes. Amazing.
Yeah.
And she's going to be making a new one soon.
Yes.
Hopefully.
But she has just got a new job,
Yeah,
so bear with her.
You'll have to bear with her.
Hers
and
now,
it's very beautiful.
Hers now a very busy lady.
And I've picked a decent yarn to go with it, to be fair. With someone in mind, I might add. But it just looks beautiful.
So show them.
So, without further ado. Well, you got 27 minutes to talk.
Well, get some more crochet done and you can have 27 minutes.
Or have as much time. But here you go, it's massive.
Yay, and he didn't pick it up wrong way round.
Nope. Well, it is on the back, but it's both sides anyway. So, as you can see, it's sparkly. And it goes from this lavendery purple all the way down to the dark blue style.
Yeah.
It will go into a darker blue. And this week I have done 3 rows. As you can see from the stitch marker. But it will sort of wing towards the end, I believe.
And every row is bigger, so it's taking him
me
longer and longer to get backwards and forwards.
It took me all week just to do those 3 rows. All week.
But we did have Tile of the Week as well. And this week's Tile of the Week, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, excuse me, was a monstrous 20 rounds. And it took 3 separate sittings to get it done. So that did take quite a bit of our crochet time.
Yeah, because of time scales, to be fair. We didn't... On everyone who knows us knows that on a Sunday I do my chores. So by the time I finish my chores and we go to Sam's mother's for...
Not just my mother's, my parents.
Your parents then, for a roast.
And that's only every other week.
Yeah, I know, but this week was one of them.
Yeah. The biggest tile, and we've got other plans.
So we had maybe an hour and a half before we went to
got 8
start
rows done. Yeah.
And we got 8 rows done, and then we came back.
Did another 2 hours.
Later than normal as well.
Did another 2 hours, got 5 rows done.
Yeah.
And then the next evening, we had to do another 7 rows.
Which I don't begrudge, to be fair, because it's summer, the sun's beaming, it's boiling, and I like to be outside when it's like that, so...
Oh, I thought you meant you don't begrudge doing the tile. We do begrudge doing
No, I begrudge that. I don't begrudge being
out late.
Yeah.
Just to go back to Ursula's shawl, I'm using another dots, a 4.5, just so you know that.
Oh, and for my shawl, I'm using a 4mm clover.
You didn't tell them what yarn you're using.
I can't show you because it's fallen apart because it's nearly at the end. But I am using the Sultan Deluxe Shine. It is a beautiful yarn. Hobie as well. I can't remember the specs because
2-weight.
It's a 2-weight, I know.
1,093 yards.
1,093 yards.
It's pretty similar to the specs I read out on the shawl I'm making. It's just his has sparkle.
And it is acrylic and polyamide. No, polyester.
But it's mostly acrylic. I think it's only like 3%
5% polyester.
Something like that.
95%.
Something like that. It's mostly acrylic. Yeah.
But the ball band is attached to it, and I can't pull it out because it will just go blah, blah, blah.
It's literally collapsing. We need some cake cozies, really. So that will be something we need to look into to purchasing.
Well, I'm using this bag.
Yes, I know, but the person who made that bag even said we definitely need cake cozies. So
Okay,
it is
fair
definitely something we need to look into.
Maybe we can make them.
Well, you can, and I have got a couple of handmade ones, but they're not the same as the elasticated material that you buy.
Okay.
Some podcasters, and I don't mean this crudely or offensively, but some podcasters call them cake condoms.
Oh, okay.
So you get what I mean. They keep it literally until it's all gone.
Fair enough.
Yes. So busy. We've kept you for half an hour again, and hopefully the 2 secret projects that I'm working on I can show you very, very soon. I was really honoured to be asked to test a pattern for another fellow podcaster. Came out of the blue, but I was more than happy to oblige. I know that I will get at least one tested. I don't know if I'm going to get the second one tested in time because I have all these other bits and pieces going on, but I will do my best, and that person knows who they are if they're watching. Please stick around because there is content every day at Manfa's Makes. Tomorrow there will be a video, although I'm still not sure what I'm going to be filming for you yet, so it's still going to be a surprise to you and me. But Saturday night, this is the place you want to be because we will be going live, fingers crossed, as long as our internet behaves itself and the kids all go where they need to be going this weekend. But yeah, we missed last week, so sorry about that, but we are planning to be back on Saturday, and it would be so wonderful if you could come and hang out with us and chat and have a giggle like we always do. It is the thing I look forward to all week. It's the thing I look forward to most all week, I should say. Don't forget there is a giveaway going on the channel as well. I will link that video in the description as well. Get in on it, guys, and keep shouting our name out because it's not going to be drawn until we hit that 1.5k. Thank you to everybody who has done what we have asked and shared us on their community tabs, mentioned us on their channels, given us shout outs. We truly appreciate it. The love and support of this community is none like I've ever known. It is absolutely amazing. So thank you to each and every one of you, and hopefully we can draw that prize very, very soon. We've already got 1,300. We've smashed that marker. So just keep going. We'd really appreciate it. Anyway, we shall see you tomorrow in another video, and we shall see you tomorrow night in our live. But until then,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in, me loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love ya.